Right, ladies and gents, welcome everyone to the UK Armed Forces Monday Military Mayhem. Again, apologies for the last minute dramas. Typically, it seems to be every time we actually get things working, and then on the day we're having some issues. As you can see, I've got 3 screens on the go, which is good. We only had one about 10 minutes ago, so yeah, good stuff. Well, welcome if you're in. 5 viewers so far, so by all means, yeah, by all means, jump in the chat, say hello. It'd be great to see who we've got watching with us today. So yeah, so today is the third race of the UK Armed Forces Monday Military Madness, hosted by the Army Cycling Union. We are 6 races in total. Today we're on race 3. Sorry, it's technically race 2, but event 3 if we include in the individual time trial at the start. So yeah, there we go. We're just watching the A cats have already set off, and the B cats as well have also just set off. So, yep, looking good so far, and everything seems to be working as well, which is just as important. Yeah, I'd like to, Tim, have you got the KMT this time? Shh, don't. I've got I know where people are finishing, I suppose, Tim. Yeah. So for those that were are unsure of the inside joke there, last week I had got well, I got the distances right. I had the metrics all wrong, which kind of broke up with the commentary, and with me entertainingly being confused with where everyone should be. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, we've got the A cats, sort of 22 riders in the A cats, 49 in the C's, and 57. Sorry, 49 in the B's and 57 in the C's. I need to watch someone quickly before you all leave me alone. Quickly, Kev, what are we going to do? Who are we going to find? That's this one here. Quick, give me a rider. S. Williams. There we go. In time. Good stuff. So, yeah, there we go. So yeah, this evening, Oz and Tim. Hey Phil, I hope you're doing well too. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, so it's today is the Petit Boucle course, but it's a bespoke finish. For those that probably saw the tile before sat in deep and AM, I hope everything's okay. Yeah, we'll go over to see the D cats in a short while. We're going to probably flicker between the A's and the D's. With regards to all that kind of watching the races on them streams. Yeah, what I was saying. So Petit Boucle, but it's going to be a bespoke finish. We're not going for the full whack. The A and B's have got 34.3 kilometers, which is going back over the aqueduct KOM section. So they go over it once, and then they go over it again, and that's when they finish. And the C and D's are 28.3 Ks, which is up the Petit Com reverse. So everyone will go at the Petit Com reverse once. C's and D's will finish there at 28.3, and the A's and B's fortunately get to go down, and then they finish on the shorter climb at the Aqueduct Com. So yeah, there we go. Right, let's go and see what's happening then in the A's. He says, boom, look at that, just like magic. Okay, so yep. In the A's then, we've got a few, looks like a few Army riders at least in there. Will Blunt, D. Carston, to name a few. I'm pretty sure I saw Rob McEwen, who's actually who I'm watching currently. So yeah, that's so Rob is rocking the Galaxy jersey, but yeah, there we go. That's let me see if I can get the top nameplates on. I don't think I can. Nameplate on the selection. Yeah, there you go. Rob McEwen. See if we can get the watch in on. No, it's not linked in well. Okay, yeah. So we got yeah, Garth, Mark Garth as well. He is actually leading currently in the individual event, both in time and in points. Just so you know, the top points competition rise 3 out of the 6 events is to score well in the points while riding. And the time competition, though, you need to be in all 6 events to score for the time. Well, currently, Mike and Will are both in that competition in the GC anyway. But we'll have the likes of, no doubt, Duke mixing it up and causing some havoc for the riders for sure. Right, so we have a look over at the A's in a moment. While we get on to wheel on, and then let's go over to see what the Bs are doing. So in the Bs then, we've got, like I said, a nice healthy number of 49 riders. Got Pill Proctor there. Is that John Mead? We also can see M. Not sure who M would be, but M is there. Royal Navy rider, which is good to see. Got the Royal Navy joining in. Let's see, got any other across the services. Like I say, this is a tri-service competition. It's a friendly event, really, just to get riders still riding. Once the winter's over, some of us indoor riders still like to have a blast, and some of the outdoor riders. And we say, speaking of outdoor riders, I just saw Cy Howe is in there as well. Cyclocross champ. Who else is that one there? I haven't got a name. Just got Royal Navy, but it's not M. So yeah, Royal Navy quite well represented. I'm trying to see if I can find any other riders from the RAF. A few riders there. Was that a few riders just trying to break away from the front? Quite early, but this course, especially with the layout, could favour an early attack. I definitely see the pack going to split up on the aqua.com, and then it will probably come back, or whatever's the remainder will come back. They go through what's called les testines, and that's my best French accent. You're welcome. And before they go up on the Petit com. So the intestines part is also a little bit of a tricky course. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. Which can cause havoc on the legs. I did see Ben Truen, RAF rider. He's up in the standings as well. Fortunately, because of the timings and because of I have got a time. What have we called it? A league table, but because every time we're about to start, everything crashes. I haven't been able to show you, but there is. Where was Ben? I'm trying to catch him because again he is rushable. I presume he'll be rocking the RAF jersey. Unfortunately, the Royal Navy, the only ones now that haven't got one, but I know that they are sure working to see if they can get one of them in game. Yeah. I can't get Ben, can I? He's in there somewhere. I know. Once the pack splits up, I'm sure he will come forward. Right. Let's move on. So let's have a look at the C's, shall we? And then while we're looking at the C's, I'll try and see if I can get... Ooh, looking too close, aren't we? All right, let's give us... just give me a second. I saw an RMAC, Royal Marines Cycling Association there somewhere. Marcus Mason. Regular with the TTs for the Army on the Thursday nights with the Latte group. If you're racing, give us a chat. Let us know how you're doing. If you're not racing and you're watching, equally, give us a name, anyone that you want to see. So, yeah, and so far, I mean, this is quite a slow start, but it's meant to be. Quickly, does it look like this? Just going to quickly back over to the A's. We got some attacks going on. M. Foltran seems to be up in the pace a bit. It's causing some gaps. Duke is just losing touch. Might need to push the numbers a bit to try and hold that. Right, let's go back to the C's. All normal so far. Right, okay, let's see if I can find some decap riders, shall we? Bear with. Oh, no. Swifters. As Emma said, she was some decap riders. Waiting for everything to update itself. Boom, there we go. That's the D's. 24 riders in the decats. Good to see. So Emma Price, we're currently watching. Craig Scott for the win. You reckon so, Phil? You might not be wrong there, though. Recently, Craig unfortunately has been suffering from the case of a flu, and has been feeling actually quite under the weather. So if he is in the pen, then yeah, he might not be feeling great. So there's already a split amongst the D's. John is in front. He's on his own at the moment. It's probably worth for John just to ease off a bit, really, and work with that group. But there's a group of 12 already, only at 4.6 kilometers, that have decided to break away and have a little group of their own. Just seeing we've got T Roberts there, RAF rider. Good to see the RAF in the D's as well. Can't see any Navy at the moment, but that doesn't mean they're not there. I am Redshaw. He's quite a competitive rider on the D's as well. So yeah, good start with the D's. Though yeah, there's a healthy margin there between some of the other riders, but yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe they've just really gone hard and yeah, there are already splits. I think some of these though probably would benefit if they just eased off, worked together, bring it back, or at least help each other out, potentially close any future gaps that might arise on some of the trickier parts of the course. Is this? So yeah, cool. Right, let's move back to the B, shall we? Let's see what's happening in the B cats. So still, there is now becoming a bit of a gap with the Bs. 37 seconds there. Il Gilbert. Who's that? There's another Navy rider. Wish I could get your name. Fortunately, I've got Zwift Power off because I didn't want to overload the computer. So, so yeah, we'll just roll with what we got. Jake Goldsworthy there. But again, I think it's just the one that's unfortunately been spat out the back. So yes, that is unfortunate for sure. You might find that later on he's going to catch some riders up as we move on. Actually, who's that? That's just getting distance there. Oh no, he's coming back on. Wonderful. So yeah, it's very much obviously a flat course right now. You know, it won't be until we get to the aqueduct.com where we start to see things really breaking up, which we're not there yet. Once we enter the village, we will find ourselves at the aqueduct.com, and that's probably where we're going to first see some of these attacks. So currently we've just got the pelotons of and the groups themselves establishing. Yeah, and see if anyone wants to try and brave anything, but currently I think everyone will just be trying to save some matches. So all it takes is a couple of riders to work together, and you know, have a bit of a chat. Private chat messages can happen on Zwift, and you know, start discussing what they're going to do and how they're going to move forward. But as it stands, yeah, looking across all the different cats, we go to 3. You'll see at least anyway what I'm watching, and it's all kind of state normal really from A's, B's, and C's. I'll say we can't put the D's on concurrently as well, but we did watch the D's a short while ago, and we saw that they were equally going well. So there's Hannah Sheen that was just saw her riding back into the squad there on the Sea Cats. See if there's any. No, few people bossing the fire socks there, which is good. There's a few that might be pushing the front a little bit there. Are they seeing some opportunities? It's definitely probably fortunate the riders that were just, you know, people take the time, but you know, just saving the matches, because once they get to aqueduct.com, it's going to all blow up. I think once, yeah, and even more so over the intestines as well. That's really going to do some damage, I think, to the legs. and even opportunities for people to try and have a rolling attack and getting away. So yeah, this will be definitely could be an interesting finish. I say for the season Ds, they then finish at the Petit. So they've just got to slug it out to the top. A's and B's got to suffer a little bit longer before they can get to their finish. Again, if you're in chat, by all means, say hello. We got Richard M. Gutted to have missed this one tonight. That's unfortunate here, Rich. Yeah, that's unfortunate. What cat would you been in, Rich? I know too many Richards. Okay, so possible interesting situation over on the A's. I don't know yet, but we've got someone that is pushing the front. What we got? Van Dan Decat Rich. Okay. Jay Van Dandis. Good help me trying to pronounce that. He's just finished well. Oh, it's unfortunate. It's real unfortunate, Rich. I'm just always trying to find the right balance so we can get everyone on. Or at least the majority. So it's unfortunate to hear that that work's kept you behind. But for the points, Chief, you've got plenty of opportunities still to get involved. One race out of 5 will still get you your free that you need for the league table at least. So yeah, ACATs though. Again, there's a few little attacks coming out for that village, but now we've got the aqua.com coming up for them. This is where we're potentially going to start seeing some attacks happening. Again, it looks like so the way of the pens again are everyone can see everyone, which is good or bad. It's what it's slightly different from last week where with the loops and all that. So the likelihood that if for example C's catch B's, it's not the end of the world. Honest, for that B category, they'll just have someone to ride with, which is nice. Right. So anyway, we get into that kind of the climbing section now from the A category. Up we go, 1% so far, but it's going to be pushing it up as we're swirling around corner to corner. And see what people are going to do. Is Will Blunt, for example, is he going to decide to push attack? He's got 5.9 watts per kilogram, so he's trying to put some numbers together, see if he can make it hurt. But then everyone else seems to be having similar ideas. We've got someone that's dropping the foul power up as well. Foul power up as well as the draft is available for 2 a day for the power ups. Those are new power ups. Or what basically give them their power ups. They give them a buff, a boost. That's the and help them for a duration. But you use it tactically. Yep. So here we go. So we got that dry shah already pushing the attack with Rob McEwen trying to hold on at least anyway. A Laycott there as well. T Dickey, I know he's from the Degans, so hi T Dickey. But yeah, 2-second gap. Who's that? That's Rob and Den holding it together though, making a 2-second gap there. The rest of them are sat in. They are stretching out though. They've got the descent now coming up. See what everyone's going to do. Are they going to be able to close that attack down? Looks like they have. Looks like the attack has been closed down. And the majority of the riders, apart from a few that are now kind of getting out of the back. It's just timed it nicely. As we're going to move over to the B category now, who are just going on to the same part of the course. So we get in the lefts and rights before we get up to the actual climb itself. It's a short climb, but it's still it's enough that could cause some splits. Simon, is that Simon Howe? I believe I am viewing Simon Howe. Up we go. Here we go. This is the part of the course. We've got a few riders already now pushing up to the front. Someone already right at the front there. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Is that Betrawn? No. One of the Royal Navy riders. There is starting to be a bit of a stretch though. Just getting up and over. Yeah, they are starting to spread out now. They're trying to split. There is looking like there's going to be some gaps. Rick Newman there just holding on to that lead group. There's a few riders now that are really just getting themselves stretched. That, yeah, they're all coming out now, getting spat out the back. But we've got a lead group here now. They've got the descent coming up. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right, let's quickly go over to the C's then, because guess what? The C's are now roughly in the same spot. While the C's are doing that, so let me just quickly ping over and see if I can find a decap. I'm going to ping that onto the right, here we go. So the C's are now climbing up now. No one's trying to... Oh no, the feather power-ups are going. Riders are starting to push up, push up. What we got? We got Tim Collins there. Ah, Tim, you are there. Hello, Tim. Yeah. Oh, Early Roberts leading the charge. And again, just looking back there, you can see there's a real big spread there of the D-cat of the C-cat. Sorry, we've got Craig Scott. So Craig, Phil's favourite for today. He's there, so he's definitely in, and looks like he's feeling good so far. So for the C's now, the last climber they've got is to do the Petit comp reverse. Look at that. Superb. And then down they go. Right, let's quickly get back over. So we're on to the D's now. So we've got Stu Williams there leading the charge, it would seem. There was a gap actually even further ahead. We've got Matt Redshaw and a few others. And then it's starting to spread out. So this one has actually gone real early. And the group that we did have initially has actually dwindled in numbers more so. Which is interesting for sure. So, oh, no, I didn't mean to click you. But that has actually brought me to the A's again. So let's just quickly push ourselves back to the A's. Now that we're here. Queuing. Good, good, good. Right. So the intestines haven't come up just yet. Fan view again. Back to have Emma as my default decap. Default decap. Well, there's somewhere in that. Right. We got here. So in the D's, M Redshaw. So he seems to be Salter. So I'm cycling there. Yep. So they've got a few riders. What's this? A little split of four riders out. Wonderful. And then they've got facing group, Stu Williams. Just coming up to the aqua.com. Sure, what do they have much in here? Does Stu Williams? He's still getting distanced. Is he able to do anything? Can he pull that gap Might be bringing back Salter there. I don't know. Is that Salter or is that another rider? That's another rider, I think. We've got a few now that's catching on though. And then we've got the actual climb itself. But Matt Redshaw definitely bossing it there up the climb. But we're getting some groups now coming together. They're not just working their own. Got the long, or not the long, but they're definitely the hard slog up this. Ooh. Definitely a slog up this climb for sure. We are starting to find some bigger gaps now appearing. Thought just needs to hold on there. Doesn't want to distance himself from Matt. Needs to put a nice little effort in or close that gap for sure. Right, let's go back to the A's quickly then, see where we're at. We got the testines yet? We're still not at late testines. But we've got some noticeable group split now. 9 seconds to Bennett. But this group is still, it's 11 in this pack, roughly. Okay, let's see what the happening over in the B's. A few people are trying to push. I'm not sure if they're just getting excited because there's a sprint. The balloon sprint. Looks like that's probably what's going on here. John Mead maybe trying to get the honours. But Phil Proctor say nishta. I'm going to get this one. No points for sprints. Not for this series anyway. And then everyone's now dropping their power-ups. There's obviously fixed points when they get them, normally through the banners. So those that have dropped them now may have dropped them a little bit too early, considering what's got coming up with regards to the climb. They may have wanted to use, I mean, the draft isn't super powerful at the climb, but it will definitely help, that's for sure. But hey, that's their choice. If that's what they want to do, there's nothing stopping them from doing that. It just means that, I'll say, they don't have that for later on. The next time these guys and girls will get a power up will be up the after they get through the Petit banner. So yeah, looking good though. Looking good. Let's see who else we got in this group then. Looks like the majority of the riders are still there. I think it's Wheatley, Baxter. Yep, very good numbers. Very good so far. Oh, hang on, no, I have picked someone that's. There you go. So that is a group. Adam Adey, Rich Barrett, to name a few. Paul Deering from the Navy. So there's a few that's been spat, and then a few back again. So they have now started to make a bit of a selection. Unfortunately, was that Dan? Unfortunate for Dan Cross, may have found himself on his own. Unfortunately, let's see if I can name up. Yeah, Dan Cross. But it's not over. It keeps going. I'm sure they'll pick some riders up on the climb up anyway. Are we back to the lead group? We are. Ventron, I'm going to select you. There you go. Right, let's see if we can just check in on the jersey. We always like to. Is he rocking the jersey? Is he rocking the jersey? Yeah, he is. He is in there. I think last week, Ben, I caught you out and you weren't supporting your new jersey. So good to see that you're rocking it. TT bikes are well, say are they allowed? They won't get any benefit from using the TT bike if I'm honest. So if someone is using the TT bike, it's a little bit naughty, but they're not going to get that benefit from it because the TT bike doesn't provide a draft, but equally they don't get a draft either. So they'll be working harder just to stay with. They have no opportunity to rest. They'll just have to keep hitting the pedals. So if anyone is in there, then the likelihood is that they're not doing themselves any favours. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question anyway, Emma. Right, quickly, I'm just going to go over to the ACATs because it looks like the intestine section has come up, and we've got a few riders. Just what I was saying here now, they're up and down. It's up and down and left and rights and backwards and forwards, and this can cause splits if you're not paying any attention and you get caught napping. You can actually find yourself getting spat out from the back, which looks like has happened there. No, not there. T Hines, unfortunately, looks like he's just gone out the back there. It's not over yet for him, but if he doesn't, no, he's got 1 point. He looks like he stopped riding. Oh, Christ. Get back to... Okay, back to the front. Yeah, so I don't know if he threw the towel or not, but hey, it's what it is. They ride their race, and that's all they can do. So, yeah, there we go. Still together, but they've just got to pay attention because, yeah, there's every chance that they can get spat out here and get, yeah, and not ruin the race, but at least make it harder for themselves. That is for sure. Right, let's see what the C's are doing, shall we? Let's check over the C's. Hello, C's. Again, not much really for them to they're doing, and they just all seem to be marking each other. No one wanting to do anything fancy yet. For the Caesar, they've got their finish is actually coming up in 8Ks. 8Ks, just over 8 kilometers. So yeah, they're for them. If they're not good on the hills, this actually intestine section might actually be the point where some riders might want to pull away from. And try and cause some damage to the climbers. You know, a few punches up and down these intestine sections could really could benefit them for the climb. That is for sure. Yeah. Right, let's quickly go back onto the Bs. So again, talking about this intestines, we've got Nick H here that's decided. Oh, he put some orange numbers in there for a second. I thought he was just about to. He is trying to hold on to another N. And there he is. 181 beats per minute. And as you can see there, it's stringed out a little bit. And if you're not on your game, this could I say, and not end the race, but it could make it hard for you. That's for sure. So yeah. But everyone's looking good, looking strong, looking ready for the finale, at least for the season Ds. The A's and Bs, so they've got to climb and a little bit more to go, 34.3 kilometers. I keep reminding myself of that. So they've got, for the A's end at least, they've got about 10Ks, 12 roughly for the Bs. So yeah, we've got one that's unfortunately looks like it's been spat out, and the intestines have, yeah, I won't say they finished that. Right, yeah. Looking good, looking good. So the ACATs, anyway, they've gone through now the intestines and they're going up to the climb now. As you can see, if he presses the right button, there you go. It's the start of the Petit climb on this side. And up they go. Again, some riders might choose this opportunity to attack. It's definitely can definitely string out the field, that's for sure. So yeah, it'd be good to see what's going to happen there. Let's go over to the C's while I find the D's. Fan view. So again, the C's have just started their intestine climb as well, or their intestines part. Be good if I got you out of the trees. Come on, camera. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I said with the C's, these are going to be the ones that not go beyond the Petit comp. So they will get to the top, and that's them race over. So it'll be yeah, it'll be sure interesting to see what they do from there. Okay, just one over then. Moving over to the A's again, we've got Mike Goff. Then has started to attack. Has already started to distance the group. Den Dreis had to put a good effort in to catch on, but we've got now 4 seconds between the next group. Now, what are these guys or these riders going to do? They're starting to split up even more so. Rob McEwen there. Where's Will Blunt? Will Blunt is leading that kind of chasing group. So it's just actually a second off T. Dickey over the Twitch Deegan. Timmy's going to make a break, I reckon. Do you? Let's have a look then, shall we? Let's see what Tim's going to do. Do you reckon, Tim? Oh, someone has. Is that? Oh no, it's a B cat rider that's right in front of Ollie Roberts. Yeah, no, nothing yet. I think, I don't know, some people might just be thinking that they can hold on just long enough for that that climb, and that's where they're going to do damage. Like I say, for example, where we go back over to the A's, we can see that we've got 5 seconds. Guys are catching back on. So we've got W Mead from Galaxy there as well, with Mike. Dan Dreischer and a few others, and then yeah, so it's not over yet. And like I said, this climb is only part of it. They've still got a little bit more for the A's at least to the finish. Then we go over to the B's, and again they've just started there, or getting to the start of theirs. They've just gone past the starting pens, and now they are going to start the climb. Who we've got there that's pushed on ahead? Army Try, is that John Mead? Yeah, it looks like John has started to put a dig, push himself, push the pace, and see what kind of damage he can do from there, which is cool. But the rest of the pack have responded and have closed him down. And it looks like they're John 4.4 still. But yeah, there's some other riders now really started to push the numbers hard. They've gone, yeah, thanks, John. Ben Truman being one of them. Nick H, 8.6 watts per kilo. He's really trying to close that gap up, isn't he? And he has, and he's brought Ben with him as well. So he's there as well. Easing off slightly as we go on to continue up the climb. As you can see, though, it's a long and strung out now. Simon Howe, 2 seconds off there. Someone there with a foul power up, flying by. I don't know who that was. John Mead, though, is still there. Just 2 seconds off that lead. There's another dig. There's another cheeky part that comes up to its climb. Yeah, it might be worth them trying to get back on before that next section comes up and carry it over. But it's still a healthy group. We've got, Ben there, the Jordanator. Yep, so sorry, not Jordanator, the Numinator, Rick Newman. He's hanging about as always at the front. So in the age is just a number. Just quickly moving back over to the A category then. So we're just getting to the top of the climb now. And they have definitely put some onto the group. There's about a group of 6. No. Let me find them. I think we've got, apart from Den that's just gone over, and then there's a group of 4, and then a few more. Next second rider that's trying to chase onto Mike is Will Blunt, rocking a very nice looking hat. Very good there. I reckon the berry's better, but sure. Right. Let's go and see where we're going with the C categories then. So the climb has started. Ollie Roberts is there. We've got 25, so we've got, 3 Ks left to go. Is there someone else in front? No, Ollie is the front of the group, so he's started to push it now. Craig Scott is there. think we might just stick with these to the finish, or at least I've got to watch all the other riders anyway. So I'll tell you if the A's and B's come to anything else interesting. Potentially, we might have to move over to the A's, but let's see anyway what happens. Let's follow these C's going up the climb. 25.7, so we've got 2 to go. Who's that pushing? Ollie's still pushing. Still pushing. Mark Mason is trying to bridge over. Ben Spittle there, another Army rider. Craig Scott, Phil's favourite. Tim Collins is sat out there. That's not like Tim. Oh no, there's Tim. Yeah. He's just been spat out. So yeah. All looking good. So I'm just having a flick round, seeing what we got. So is that Mark Mason's now bridged and taken the front? 26. So we've got 2Ks to go. 2Ks to go. Ollie Roberts though is holding on there, and then Mark's had another 4 watts per kilo, 3.1 for Ollie. Still going, still going. Let's quickly move back over to the B's. Yeah, let's quickly just have a quick check on what the B's are doing. So we've got the B's, Ben Spittle there for the RAF. They just come up to the climb there. And it has spread out. John Mead is still within about 9 seconds or so from the front, with Nick as well. Just losing touch with Ben. Just watching all the screens, sorry. Yep. So let's just quickly give you the free screen fill. Right, so that's what we're looking at the moment. So the ACAT's 31.3 Ks to go, 28.1 for the Bs, as they're just getting over to that Petit right now. And then we've got the C category that is just 26.9 Ks, so they are talking 1.4, 1.3 Ks to go for them. So it's all touch and go really, who's going to make what, when and where. So yeah. And unfortunately, right now I can't tell you what the Ds are, but I'm patch on to the Ds as they're going up to the climb. Okay, so let's see, 31.1 for the A category there. I'm more interested now in how Mike does. Looks like where's Will? Where is Will? Will doesn't look like he's in amongst all this. Not sure if Will's had a dropout or something. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully not. But yeah. There we got Ben Troon with the B category. He's now, looks like the lead-ish rider, I think, with the Bs and the forces. And then we've got Mike Mason there, that's now within a K of the finish. It looks like though Ollie Roberts, unfortunately, 5 seconds, holding on. But I think it looks like Mark Mason is going to pick up the win. He's just catching up to a group of B riders, in fact, it would seem. Which I'm sure they're all very grateful that he's catching them just at the end where he can get to finish and them not have to ride on. Italy's downhill for the first part, so it's not too much, but still. I can still imagine that they wouldn't be too impressed. I know I wouldn't be if I was watching him come past and then disappear because he's finished. It's 7.7 Ks to go. Let's see. Right, I think we can catch the Bs. the B, sorry, the C, and Mark Mason just in time for the finish. Oh, we've just lost one of the screens. Never mind. Which one was that? That was the B category. Okay, never mind. Right, we'll make do with what we got, and hopefully we'll find some riders. So let's go to number 3. We're just going to catch Mark amongst the crew, but he is now just coming to finish it off comfortably there for the C's. Well done. Well done to Mark. That was quite a boss performance up the climb. Well done. And then we'll move down. There's should have been 28.3 actually. So he should have finished now. There we go. Wonderful. Well done. Okay, right. Let's go over to the A, shall we? While I try and figure out how to get some feedback into the other groups. Let's go to you, and that's. I'll start talking to myself. Apologies. Currently no good. Okay. We're coming to the finish now with the A category. And we're watching Mike there. Who's that? 4th position overall. Will is still in the clang, which is good. And there we go. Nice one. Right, let's quickly move over to the D, shall we? See what's happening with the D category. So Matt Redshaw is bossing the climb. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Right, let's see. I'm gonna have to do some quick thinking here. I'll start talking to himself. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get people. Let's see if I need to find some B cats. So who was B? Nick H was. Actually, you know what? Paul was. Go fan view. Right, brilliant. Paul there with the B's. Goes to the first rider. Hopefully. Oh no, don't tell me I've just crashed it by doing that. Right, we're just checking. Sorry. Yeah, we've now we've now gone to one screen. Oh, they're all falling apart. Okay, never mind, never mind. Right, we'll make this work. So that's we're watching at the moment. Matt Redshaw dominating the top. Getting through here. Right, so I'm going to be on back to the first one. Hopefully we can catch the B's. Apologies for the B cats if things drop off, but we are going to try and fight through this. So let's see how we do. Right, so let's find. Hopefully it won't be the cursor pull. Right, there you go. Back to Paul. Right, looks like he's with Sai Hao. They're on the flats. Right, let's see if I can get something shortly. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Have we timed this? Have we got this right? Have we got this right, peeps? I think we may have just got it. 33-point thing. Yep. So we've just got in for the B's here. What we got? Was this Ben Truman at the front? 34 point something, isn't it? The finish 34.3. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. We got there for the B's. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right. Okay. So who we got? Who we got? We got C Moody, Ben Truman. He's pushing that at the front, doing good for the RAF, and they're the climb they go. So this is that last effort now. Ben is he going for this win? It looks like Ben is going to try and win this one. It's not just enough beating the rest of the services. He wants to take the victory overall. Up we go. But P. Hartley's gone, Nishta, I'm going to win this. Ben, unfortunately, looks like Ben has just spent the matches too early on there and has just got spat out of the back. And then we've got there P. Hartley, WKG, a few others there who's going to pick the win. No, is it Ben Hartley? Looks like it's going to be P. Hartley there. Well done. Takes the win. That's the win. I'm just going to drop back, see if I can find some more riders here from the Bs. So we had Ben there would have crossed the line. Bulldogs there. Is that Rich Smith? Looks like that's Rich Smith there. Yep, coming to finish. Though he's got a few riders. Got the Numerator there behind him. Is he going to let him come past? Oh, Rich has decided to up it a bit, but Nick H and the Numerator are both going to push it harder as well. Are they going to catch him, or is he going to make it in time? It looks like they're all racing each other. Good stuff there. Well done, well done, well done. And then we've got a few riders coming through. Right, let's see if I can quickly find the D-Cats that we were watching. Let's see. I may have unfortunately missed Matt Redshaw's impressive solo ride up the climb. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Let's go for Emma Price. And we so what we got there? Matt Redshaw. No, I think we may have actually, by sheer luck for everyone, as the winners are finishing. So that's Matt Redshaw there. Looks like he's in the front very comfortably there. Got a few low from the blue lights. So I see the blue light riders always around, which is nice to see. They're sort of there. C.H. Sorry, I don't know who C.H would be, but hello. I hope you're having a good ride and it's not been too painful. So let's quickly drop this up. I'm going to try and get Swift Power on for you while we're waiting. Almost race on 18:45. So we're on one, aren't we? Pip. Pip, pip. So wonderful. Go. What's in so far? Wolfgang. Oh, what a name. First there from the Armed Forces. Looks like Mike Goff was the took the win. With then TJ Dickey from the D-Guns, Will Mead, Alan Curtis, and then Will Blunt there for 8th. Rob McEwen. Then currently C category, yeah, because they Bs were still finishing, so they've probably not just processed the results just yet. Marcus Mason there with a solo win with over 21 seconds there over Matthias Rung. Next Armed Forces rider was almost half a minute with Ollie Roberts there taking 4th. Tim Harrison well there for 6th. So that is we've got so far with the results. Let's see if I've got live. So B's, it looks like anyway. Yeah, finish. We got Tim Byrne, the win. T Byrne, Paul Hartley, Louis Hermans, Paul Waddington, and Ben Truan there with the RAF. So first ride across the Armed Forces, Ben Truan. Then you got Jack Goldsworthy, and then John Mead. After John actually had a difficult race last week, so that's good to see him back to the front end. And a few others. Paul Spencer. I know Paul Spencer's recently been recovering from illness as well, so that's good to see him as well there. There we go. Yeah, looking good. And then as we're just going to bring it in for Mr. Redshaw possibly coming over the line. First for the D's. Well, that isn't the line actually. The line is a bit further down. Hold on. Yeah, missed him anyway, didn't we? Because we was watching someone else. Ah, there we go. And they're finishing through now. Let's just drop down. Let's find some more riders as we're talking through. Ah, sorry. I don't know if that's good to hear, Paul, or not, but it was, yeah. It looks at the start, it was quite flat, isn't it? And could almost be deceiving. But as the rider goes on, yeah, it does become harder, doesn't it? Of course. But yeah, that was really good effort though from everyone that got involved. As always, the results go on Zwift Power. Results come from on Zwift Power, and for everyone that's raced, and that's where you can go to. For that, there will be a Armed Forces specific specific league tables and stuff where we'll filter out every non-Armed Forces rider and provide the league table for that. Hopefully, maybe if I don't have any problems before the start of a stream, easier start than last week. Yeah, the start. Yeah, no hill start was there for sure, Paul. But yeah, so I'll there's as well as the individual standings, both in points and in time. There is also the service standings, which is also in points, and it takes for each category it's best 3, and in overall it's best 5 across all categories. So yeah, that's how we score that. Yeah, next week though will be the Glasgow Reverse, so another crit style course. 11 laps for the A's and B's and 9 laps for the C's and D's. So yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can reduce the old everyone together, so it's not as crazy on the crit course, or on the circuit ones anyway. So yeah, that was it really. That's a good race from everyone. Great to see. Good turnout. Again, how many riders do we have roughly? Do we think we had? 81 unfiltered. So yeah. So again, really, really healthy numbers once again from everyone. And really good riding as well. So yeah, well done to all that's taken part. So like I said, yeah, look forward to next week's 18:45 UK time for the next race 4. Yeah, hope I'll catch you all soon, and I will speak to you in the week. Bye bye.